Here's an excerpt from this poster, and it's just titled. But here you go. This next part should be very interesting to you.
A particularly egregious drug that the FDA allowed to come into the market was called Ketek, K-E-T-E-K. It was supposed to be used for antibiotic-resistant infections. Unfortunately, it promoted liver failure. It turns out that the studies that were done to validate the safety weren't done. In fact, the doctor who was overseeing these studies received $400 per patient and enrolled 400 fictitious people into these studies and showed that, of course, none of these people had any adverse effects from Ketek because, of course, these people didn't exist. Now, here's where the story really gets bad. Even after the FDA discovered that the data submitted to them by the company was fraudulent, they still presented it to the congressional investigative committees. The result was the media picked up on this and proclaimed that this drug was shown to be safe in all these studies that never occurred. So the drug Ketek, when it first came out, by the way, was selling for over $1,000 for 60 tablets. And it's now come down to $285. The company's reduced the price. The FDA allows that drug to stay on the market.
Bayer has known for years that its drug Triazole had all kinds of complications involving kidney shutdown. And Bayer did a study with 67,000 patients. Bayer failed to give their own internal data to the FDA. And before that, Bayer manufactured a blood product called Factor IX. That drug was contaminated with HIV, and an entire generation of hemophiliacs will die of AIDS and HIV. They went to Skid Row to buy blood to use for the manufacture of this product.
This company positively, absolutely knew that they had a medication that was infected with the AIDS virus. They took the product off the market in the U.S. and then they dumped it in France, Europe, Asia, and Latin America. So they made a huge profit. By the way, Joe, government officials in France that allowed that to happen actually had to go to prison for it. In America, not one corporate executive for this company has been indicted or even criminally investigated by our Justice Department.
Why not? I filed